Duplex investing might be the smartest way to build wealth in real estate investing, especially if you're just getting started. Today, Tucker and I are going to go through our own duplex war stories to make sure you avoid the big mistakes. Let's get into it. All right, Tucker, what is your worst duplex story?
Clay, it really has to start off. My first duplex that I purchased was 14 years ago. Bottom of the housing market, purchased as a Rio. Hole in the floor, water issues. I mean, the whole thing needed a whole gut. Ended up getting everything updated, fixed, fresh carpet. And I come in one day and the water line was so tight that it had busted and had been spraying water for 5 days. And so everything was wet. Carpet's wet. We had to rip it all out. We had to dry it. Spent thousands of dollars. That was like, welcome to real estate, Tucker.
It's just real life, right? You know, we're both landlords. We both believe in investing in real estate. But it comes with pros and cons, correct?
Very much so. I think the most important thing is everybody's going to invest in something, whether it's themselves, a 401k, retirement, or real estate. And so you have plenty of things to choose from. And we want to cover real estate and let you understand the good and the bad and the ugly.
That's exactly right. So what is like the first thing you feel like somebody needs to know about when we're talking about duplexes?
Well, I think the first thing that has been helpful to me and my mentors out of trouble was they said, Tucker, I always had a baseline of money. Just in case anything ever happened, I had a pocket to reach into to make sure I could solve something. And when it comes to duplexes, you're going to have some bigger capital issues because you have a yard, 2 driveways, 2 air conditioning units, but 1 roof. So there are some benefits, but we need to protect ourselves.
Man, that's exactly right. And from my experience, Tucker, I recently had one that I've owned for over 10 years, and I haven't had to do hardly any maintenance in about a decade. And then a tenant moved out who'd been there a long time, and we found a water leak, and we found something else. And then all of a sudden, Tucker, we had to gut the entire duplex. We gutted the entire thing. And it was like, gosh, this has been such a great property with no maintenance for a long time. But at some point, you got to do some work on these things. It's just a matter of when usually, right?
Well, yes. And when I started, the pushback I really had from a lot of people, they said, Tucker, duplexes turn over all the time. People just don't stay long. Once you know, that's just not the case. What we've noticed is we have a handful of people that have always stayed with us. We've inherited tenants when we acquired a property, a duplex, and they're still with us today. And so I love my tenants that are in all my duplexes.
Well, and that's one of the pros and the cons that comes up is having to deal with tenants. And I think you and I agree, one of the secrets is getting good quality tenants in place to begin with, and then taking good care of your tenants. Whether that's not hiking their rent to the absolute max, whether that's responding in a timely fashion for repairs and taking good care of those people, because when you take care of people, they're more likely to stay a longer time. It's better for everybody. It's less stress. It's more enjoyable to be a landlord if you've got great tenants who stay.
100%. And then obviously, there's a lot of dynamics. A lot of people aren't used to having a tenant. And when it's a real close relationship, it is fantastic. And yes, it all comes down to tenant selection. And from there, you're off to the races.
Yeah. And one of the beauties of having the duplex versus a single family rental, Tucker, is that I think you agree. One side's rented out. Usually when one side goes vacant, there's still another side bringing in income. And so it's not a complete vacancy. It's like a partial. So there's still some flow happening, and that can really help from a cash standpoint and income standpoint of what it really looks like to be a landlord.
Clay, that was actually one of the reasons I wanted to start off with duplexes, was mainly because there was one person covering the mortgage at all times. And as somebody who's very risk averse, that was really important to me. I really wanted duplexes. The first few books I ever read really covered that. And it was just something that I was excited about. But then once you get going, you start adding all these, and I've got 8 of them as of now, you realize the kind of cash flow you can really get. And then for me, as a young investor, having that much cash flow allowed me to continue to buy more properties.
Do you think that duplexes are just for beginner investors?
Well, it's funny. I have investor buddies that have well over 100 units, and they see a duplex and they get really excited. So some of these guys are really experts. They've got big budgets and they can really acquire a lot of these, and they still love them all day long.
I mean, yeah, I think it's very interesting that who it works for. And are there any types of duplexes that people should stay away from?
Yes. Clay, when you have people living right on top of each other, you're going to get a lot of complaints. I'm trying to always stay away from that, because if they have complaints, they're calling you and you need to solve them. And that means eventually at some point somebody's leaving. I don't like driveways touching. So if the duplex next door shares a driveway, I'm out, not touching it.
Yeah, shared elements can be tricky no matter where the circumstance is. So if that's a driveway, they're already going to be sharing a wall, in most cases. So I do think it's worth pointing out that it helps if the tenants will get along with each other. together. You don't want tenants fighting the whole time while you're kind of the intermediary and having to play intermediary for these people. So yeah, separate driveways, definitely helpful. Side by side versus being on top, definitely helpful. Anything else come to mind?
It's so funny. You talk about sharing a wall. Every now and then I've had a call. I got a duplex right next to it. The four of them are all on a text chain together. They all talk. They all look out for each other. And so you can get a community going where people just all stay together like a little community and protect each other, look out for each other.
Yeah, true. One thing that I think is worth noting is like when you're buying a duplex, you want to figure out, is it separately metered for electric and water? The more separation, the better. In my experience, if they're sharing a water bill and somebody runs it up, or if they're sharing electricity, it complicates everything. You got to figure out who owes what. No thanks. Give me separate meters, separate water, separate electric, separate air, and separation just really helps.
100%. Yeah. As soon as a shared water meter, shared electrical, I'm out.
And that's exactly right. And so one other thing I think to point out from my experience is that I always found duplexes, multifamilies are nice for cash flow versus single families that might not cash flow as much. But I also think single families tend to go up more in value, because I think the main difference is that in general, a single family house can resell to an end user, an owner occupied user who will pay more to live in a property than a tenant or a renter will ever pay. So when you're reselling a single family house in the future sometime, you're selling to an end user potentially and making more money. They go up more. When you're reselling a duplex, typically you're selling to another investor. So depending on interest rates and, there's a cap as to how much somebody can pay in general. The exception to that is that if you're selling a duplex to an owner occupied person, which is something you and I both advocate for. We've had several clients want to buy a duplex, live in one side, rent the other out, and then over time, maybe move out, rent both of them out, and buy another one. There's a strategy to that makes a ton of sense, I think.
Well, absolutely. And Clay, you and I've talked about this. The number of female investors that we've seen lately has been really incredible. And they're either living in an apartment, they're living well below their means, and they're building their portfolio. And they're going, Tucker, I'm trying to do these things before I get married. This is what I want my portfolio to look like. They're buying duplexes. And so that's been a lot of fun to do.
Very true. I think one con that I've got to mention is that, especially in Davidson County, you may get taxed at a different rate on the property taxes if it's a duplex. They classify that as commercial. So that might be more like a 40% ratio of what you're paying in property taxes versus 25 if it's residential. It's somewhere close to that in Davidson. I know it's different. One hack to that is that if you actually live in a duplex, you can let them know that you're living in the duplex and they will tax you at a lower rate, the non-commercial rate. At least that's the way it used to be. But investors need to know, hey, just because a duplex has tax rate attached to it, it depends on the use of it. And the city may treat it a little differently, but you might have to pay a little bit more in taxes depending on the use of the property.
Oh, very much so. And I also share, Clay, a lot of times when we do find duplexes, they might not be in the best part of town. I bought one in North Nashville 12 years ago, and, house party next door, abandoned cars out front, squatters. It was a big hot mess. It wasn't even for sale. I kept calling the landlord, who finally decided, I'm ready to get rid of this. He said, call my daughter. I'm out of this thing. And so even my parents were like, I don't know if you should be over in that part of town. And you look at it today, it's been a fantastic investment. Everything around has been completely updated. You have all these brand new homes, but I've left this as a duplex. I keep it nice and fixed up, but that's workforce housing for that community, which is some of the most affordable housing that you can buy in North Nashville.
Thank you for your service, Tucker. The thing about, again, I think we talk a lot about, you have to think long-term in real estate. So you may buy something. I like finding things that are maybe on the fringe, that are not scary war zone, but hey, on the fringe of becoming something better. And over time, you'll see areas turn over, and then all of a sudden rents go up, Tucker. And you know what that means? If rent goes up on one side, you're getting a double payday. It's the best feeling ever as a landlord when you can raise rents comfortably and you're still competitive with the market. But yeah, things change over time, and especially in different pockets of Nashville, you'll see over 2, 3, 4, 5 years, it could be a radically different area.
Yes. And the one thing I always tell investors, and I tell my tenants, the rent's going to go up every year, whether it's $25 or $50 per side, mainly because insurance is going up. I know property taxes is going up. I know electrician and my plumber, their prices aren't going down. Everything continues to go up. And just to help offset that, help them understand what their budget needs to be for the following years and have that stability, that's what we do.
All right. I've got a pro tip for the people that are still watching the video. This is a little morsel. You're not going to hear this anywhere. But if there's a property in Nashville that's a duplex, there is a chance you can divide the property into 2 units. If you want an exit strategy, you can sell each unit separately, potentially. Now, again, this is all dependent on zoning and regulations, but I've seen this done before where there's a duplex and you do what's called an HPR, and you basically break it in half legally, and so it creates 2 tax IDs, and you can sell them separately to an end user. So it's another exit strategy for duplexes. Second part of that strategy could be if there's a duplex on a property, in some cases you can tear it down and build back 2 houses if you wanted to be a builder or a developer. That does work. That has worked. Again, check the zoning, talk to a professional, somebody like us who can help you navigate that process. But there's some exit strategies there that nobody really knows about.
Sure. And we've always looked into that. And yeah, there's times where you can HPR that and you can get a little bit like a 20-25% premium from what you're doing. And then you can 1031 that into something different, which is always an option. And that's usually a big thing that we see is somebody has some type of portfolio and they're wanting to start moving more pieces here to Nashville for that 1031 exchange.
That's exactly right. Okay, Tucker, I want to jump on the computer and just look at a few properties while we're live here. All right, what we've got here, Tucker, is a live for sale property, been on the market for less than a week. This is the Hermitage. This is an area that you really know a lot about. You spend a lot of time there. Talk to us about this area in general, and then we'll look at this property detail.
Sure. So this is just to the east of the airport, right near Donaldson. Hermitage probably has more duplexes than all of Davidson County. And so you do have all these different pockets of duplexes. So here's one that's come up. This is about what they go for about $425. You don't see a whole lot of these really go on the market because they all seem to be doing very well. When you do get into the details, Clay, it says the rents are $1,700. I don't know anybody that's getting $1,700 when that's what it looks like. It's not furnished. It just doesn't look like they're getting $1,700. I think that's probably a guess is what they're hoping for. I don't really like the chain link fence. I'd probably take that down. I don't want to do anything that really scares people off. But for the most part, that's what $425,000 duplex will get you. And that's a great place to start.
Well, there you go. And 2 landlords may have 2 different perspectives on what needs to be done to a property, 2 standards. And you may find that if you make it look like, take a little more pride in the ownership, remove the chain link or change it out to a nicer fence, you may get a different type of tenant who maybe is willing to pay more because it feels different. So there's lots of strategy to think about in general with what you're offering as a landlord to the public, right?
Well, absolutely. And I can tell you that I've purchased duplexes that have been far worse shape than this. This one looks like it's in pretty good shape. You start off with a gravel driveway. And then over the years, as the rents continue to go up, I might put asphalt down and just continue to improve the property so I can improve the tenant experience.
Well, and that's something you taught me, Tucker. We recently paved one of our duplex driveways, and it is so much better. Pavement's so much nicer than like a gravel beat up driveway. It just creates a little more pride of ownership and a better experience, I think, bottom line.
Yes, very much so. And so there's countless things that you can do. I mean, we've added back porches. We've added dawn to dusk lighting for a lot of our tenants you're dealing with single moms. You want them to come home and feel safe. So we do dawn to dusk lights. They come home, lights are on, they feel safe. It's little things, Clay.
That's exactly right. All right, just a quick snapshot to give you guys a little bit more of an idea of what's out there in the duplex world near Nashville. It doesn't have to be Nashville. Of course, if it's closer to Nashville, it's going to be a little more expensive for sure. Here are some examples of what else is out there, just to give you an idea. So let's start with the map view. You can see there is product out there in the duplex realm, and I'm just going to scroll you through a couple of these. Here's a Hermitage for under $300.
Yeah, and go back up and see if there's an upstairs, downstairs unit. And those are the ones I typically like to stay away from. There's somebody that might just love that, but that's not for me. What happens is you get an elderly person downstairs and you get some young family upstairs that are, it sounds like they're just doing jumping jacks all day. And so those are the ones I stay away from. This one right here in Golden Valley Estates, that looks fantastic. Of course, again, I don't typically like that many steps going up to the front door. That's just me being picky. Nothing wrong with that, Clay. Just, if you're a tenant, you're like, man, I got to move a couch up those steps and then try to turn it and get it in there. A little bit of liability there. You're just trying to find ways to make life easier with 1 or 2 steps just right in there.
Yeah, and low maintenance, the more low maintenance, the better, Decks are nice, but they're going to rot over time. So, it's just something to consider. Tucker, is there anything else you want to talk about with duplexes?
Clay, I'll tell you, there's a million ways for you to invest, whether it's in real estate or in the stock market. We're in America. There's so many places you can choose from. Duplexes are just a sweet spot in my world that I've really enjoyed. And if that's something that interests you, give us a call.
Tucker, my brother is an investor, and he and I have always joked that, everybody's got to live somewhere. So there's always going to be demand for housing. So one more reason to invest in real estate and in duplexes. Hey, I want to say thanks for watching the video. If you got any value out of this, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We want to connect with you. Again, my name is Clay, and Tucker and the team and I get calls and texts every single day from people looking to move to Tennessee or invest in Tennessee. If that's you, we want to connect with you. Okay, reach out. And until next time, hope to show you around town.